All of this complaining about lack of motivation is nonsense. You don't need motivation as a creator, you just need better systems. Countless ugly Google spreadsheets and Apple Notes of your video ideas and business ideas are not systems. They are clunky and not systematic, and to be frank, they're outdated. And in this video, I'm going to show you some systems in real time that can override your need for motivation with a more systematic approach to life as a creator. Hi, my name is Bobby, and I'm a SwiftUI iOS software developer and creative strategist, and I've built an ecosystem of 13 apps for iPhone, iPad, and macOS for creators and creator entrepreneurs that optimize their time and grow their revenue. Now, my research has shown me that many creators tend to use phrases such as burnout, lack of motivation, etc., because they have poor or no systems in their creativity. Now, with all the technology we have accessible to us today, it's easy to be messy with your tech stack and have all things all over the place. So taking a messy approach will most definitely lead you to burnout and a lack of motivation because you don't possess systems or technology that are designed to take the mental strain off. For example, a couple years ago, before I had developed all my software, I tried so many off-the-shelf apps and other people's systems that just didn't work for me, not how I wanted to do it anyway. I used to use Notion, which was great for certain things, but for my style of working, I needed something more intuitive, fast, and definitely more visual. I had all my ideas in one place, but it required about 8 clicks to get onto the platform, and I didn't natively use it day in, day out, so it just didn't make sense for me. So that's what brought life to Brilliant Video for iPad as an example, because I had the right idea with my process of creating videos, but I just had the wrong system. Now, as soon as I developed the app, my productivity changed dramatically, and I could extract all of the value out of the Notion template that I built for Brilliant Video and the main idea, because it was the right system. So if I had to go through tons of spreadsheets to extract creativity, I would have quit a long time ago. So using corporate tools for creativity can lead to corporate creative outputs, meaning they don't hit the mark. They are unfulfilling to the audience or to you as a creator, whereas tools and systems made by creators for creators are more times than none going to be a better option. And anytime I hear burnout from a creator, I just hear, I've hit capacity with the current systems and I don't know how to fix it. And the frustration has led me to a meltdown. That's pretty much what I hear when people say burnout. Now, I don't get burnt out because I have an infinite supply of ideas and a system to extract them on a daily basis. So let me give you another analogy to help you understand my point. Let's take Formula One cars as our example. So in Formula One, the cars sometimes don't perform the way the mechanics and the driver wants them to perform like. So in order to get better results, they have to change what is called the setup. Now, this results in a new outcome of performance in the car, making it either faster, slower, better handling, or worse handling, or unstable, right? You get the point. So as creators, you have to think about you and your channel as the Formula One car, and changing your setup might be changing the software you use to get better results, building the right systems to make better videos to get more views, more comments, more subscribers, or even revising thumbnails and titles to obtain a better result. And Formula One continuously iterate, tweak, change the setup until they find the optimal setup of the car, which allows them to perform at a high standard and compete for wins. So you should think about your creative journey in a similar way, right? You want to keep tweaking your systems until you get the best setup. You won't be able to do that without uploading videos and competing in the landscape of YouTube. So lack of motivation should never be an issue if you are competing to win the game of YouTube, whatever that looks like in your mind. Now, you're effectively competing against yourself. Again, if we use Formula One strategy, right, as an example, as an analogy, right, your previous lap time is what you are trying to beat. And now as a creator, your previous video metrics is what you are trying to beat. So if you want to win, then motivation should never be an issue if you are constantly trying to push yourself. And systems allow you to push because you know which levers you need to pull or tweak in order to get a different result. Now, some creators start to worry about the cost of things, such as investing in themselves for new software that will actually help them solve their motivation or system problems. However, if you aren't prepared to invest in your creator setup, then I'll be honest with you, the results might take a hit. So again, if we use our Formula One analogy, if the car needs upgrades to achieve better performance, then the team must spend part of their budget that they have for the year, on engineers, on the parts, on everything that they need, right? And if the driver crashes the car into the wall or in another car and damages their car, then they will have to pay for the repair costs. So if you as a creator are unmotivated due to burnout or due to poor systems or no systems whatsoever, then you will need to invest in the right tools, software, equipment, or advice, consulting, courses. It could be a wide variety of things, whatever it may be, in order to achieve the results that you are looking for. Now, if I take Brilliant Apps as an example, at present, the software is not on a subscription monthly basis because I know from an economic standpoint, cost of living, etc. Many people have high monthly bills. So adding another one to the list at this present time might not be the most helpful. So I would rather them save their money and invest in my technology as a one-time payment, which means they then own the app themselves and benefit from all the future upgrades that I make as a developer. Now, the reason being is because I use these systems myself every day. So anytime I think of an idea or I'm thinking, that actually could be better, then I'm going to improve it and actually roll that out to the users. So everybody benefits from those upgrades because I've invested in my career tremendously and I expect my customers, users, clients to do the same. And that's who I'm trying to attract through my videos. So taking that leap of faith in your own abilities takes courage and money, and software isn't cheap to run, right? So within my own system, once I hit a certain number of users for high intense data apps like Brilliant Sales or Brilliant Business or even Brilliant Video, I might then charge per month, but my current systems allow me to offer these tools and software for a one-time fee, which is beneficial to both user and business. Now, these are just systems designed to be used and expanded upon. Now, if I didn't have them in my business, my creative flow would be very difficult and I might lack motivation also. Now, that isn't an issue because, like I said, I've taken a systematic approach to creativity and business, and this approach can also help you do the same if you let it. But you have to believe that you are actually capable of doing more. So if you're someone who has never invested in yourself, hundreds or even thousands of dollars into your operation, then you might not be ready as of yet, and that's totally fine. However, if you are looking to take things up a notch and develop better systems, then software like what I offer might actually be useful to you right now in your creative journey. And I believe I can most definitely optimize your time and, of course, aid to you growing your revenues. And if you struggle with perfectionism, then subscribe and watch this video next, as I'm going to show you how to overcome that so you don't get stuck as a creator.